here again, and I'm excited to share step 7 with you today in our countdown to your best new year ever. If you missed them, pause this video now and go back and watch steps 10, 9, 8, because each step does build on the last. And you'll find when you do these, it's a true revelation and a game changer. You know, I know this because I'm a serial entrepreneur and a single mom with lots of balls in the air at all times. And this has been a game changer in me in really prioritizing my activities around my true intentions. All right. So are you ready? Here's step 7. So by now you have your ratings between 1 and 10 in each of the 8 categories of your life that we talked about. And by now you've also thought about or visualized what would have to happen to move each of those numbers to a perfect 10. So now in step 7, it's time to get focused on the actions that you're going to take to close the gaps between where you are now and where you want to be next year. For each of the 8, write down the action steps you'll take. Now, for each of the 8, write down the action steps you'll take. For each of the 8 categories, I've got 3 steps for you. All right? So you're going to do 24 things. Sounds like a lot, but it's really not. For each of the categories, the first step is what is an immediate action that you will take today, here, right now, to move you towards that perfect 10. It might just be putting something on your calendar, it might be making a phone call, but it's a specific step that you will take right now towards your goals. The second thing that you'll do for each one of these 8 categories is a weekly action. And by that, it's an action you'll do daily or weekly, rain or shine, towards your desired result. You can have more than one, but please start with one and really master that before you add more weekly activities. It takes 3 weeks to make a habit, okay? So you really want to not get too scattered in this. But the weekly thing is really a repeating action that you're going to take to advance yourself. So say, for instance, if you're struggling with sales in your business, you know that every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, the first thing you're going to do is make sales calls, right? Like that. Or if you struggle with overwhelm or not taking care of yourself properly, you're going to put some self-care in your calendar. That kind of thing. It's like a repeatable. Okay, now the third thing for each of the 8 categories is what I call outreach. And this is where you're simply going to ask for help. You're going to reach out to a potential mentor, an influencer, or an expert coach, and you're going to ask for help on how best to achieve your goal. Now, you may want to think of a few people, but all of them must have proven expertise in the area in which you need help. And you may not know them yet, and that's fine. One of your most important action steps may be just finding a way to connect and then figuring out what you're going to ask for, like that. Okay. These steps, by the way, are something that I do on a week-by-week basis. Every Sunday morning, in fact, I'll kind of see where I'm rating in these categories. I'll figure out what would advance the number or make it a perfect 10 in the week ahead. And I'll figure out my action steps in that way, which go into my calendar. So it's really game-changing to do it for the year as a whole and then revisit it, because you can really see your progress. And often we forget how far we've come, and we forget to celebrate our victories and our progress. So I know where I am always compared to where I want to be, and I can focus my activities where they will have the most impact, where I will get the most leverage, and where they're in true alignment with my passion and my purpose. All right, so thank you for watching, and see you soon for step 6 in our countdown to 2019. Happy holidays to you and your loved ones.